everyone, it's Darby with RejoiceAndCreate.com, and I know this is not my normal day, but I wanted to show you how I made this fun little treat bag. It's very vibrant and tropical looking and has a beautiful grungy canvas body to the bag. And I made it using the Catherine Pooler Stamp of Approval collection, Tropically Yours. And I have enjoyed her collections. They come out quarterly, and it's a group of products together at a discount. And I believe there are a few of the Tropically Yours collections left if you want the whole collection. Now, if you missed the collection or you want some of the individual products, then just sign up for her emails, and a few months down the line, these products will appear individually in her store and you can purchase them at that time. But I do have a link below that will get you 10% off anything you purchase at her store. But let me show you about the Tropically Yours collection because I really think this is fun. I wanted to share it with you quickly. The flowers that I created with the bag came from the Tropically Yours stamp set. And as you can see, it has the beautiful hibiscus and a sentiment, "You had me at aloha," which I think is very cute. Now this one is the Good Vibes Borders stamp set, and it has some wonderful borders you can use, and I'm about to break that one out for another project. Now I love the two flamingos in this one, and this is the Stand Tall stamp set, and this reminds me to say that there are a few add-on dies. They don't come in the set, but they're actually add-on pieces that you can purchase separately, and one of them cuts out these gorgeous flamingos, which is really cool. This is another bold foliage stamp set, and this is Leave Me in Paradise, which is a lot of fun. And I love the big bold graphics on this one. It's very encouraging, and it's called the Fearless Pursuit stamp set. Now in this particular collection we had one die set, and this is the Cabana Tiles die set, and it has some fun hexagons with some really neat patterns cut out of them, as well as 3 sizes of a solid hexagon and 3 hexagonal frames. And this actually comes with the Tropically Yours collection. And the last stamp that comes with it is this really neat grunge stamp, and it's called the Canvas Grunge Background Stamp. And I just love the distress look. It's time worn, and I love this stamp set. And this is what we'll use for the body of our bag. So if you want to purchase anything from CatherinePooler.com, I have a link below that will get you 10% off, and it's really fun to get a discount. But meanwhile, let's go ahead and make our bag. All right, for the bag, you start with a piece of cardstock, and this one is very vanilla from Stampin' Up, and I've scored it just in 2 places first. This is, let's see, 8 inches by 10.5 inches, and with the 8-inch side up, I scored it at 1.5 inches, right there, and I scored it at 6 inches on that one, and that just shows me where to stamp, because I'm going to stamp and then I'll score for the rest of the bag. Now on this 1.5 inch cuff, that is going to be our cuff that we fold over. So you want to flip it over, and you're actually going to want to stamp along this side of it. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up and go ahead and stamp some images on there like I did the other one, using some of Catherine's inks, which are very saturated. Alright, so what I didn't mention is that this 1.5 inch score line is where we're going to fold the bag over, but you can stamp above that because that will be on the inside of the bag. Alright, so let's go to the outside of the bag where we want to make the nice body, and we're going to use the Canvas Grunge stamp for that one. And what I'll do is I'll just leave it right on the laminated sheet of Kapon because it's just easy that way for me to stamp as well. Alright, and so I'm going to use the Over Coffee, and I'm just going to, it is a pretty color, and it actually will fade a bit, and I want it to look kind of grungy. So we'll do that, and then what I'm going to do is line up in between these sections, in between the 1/2 inch and the 6 inch score line. That's where the body of the bag will show. So I'm going to put it down that way, line up these 2 score lines, and it's probably more important to have the bottom of the bag covered than the top, because the top will be covered by the cuff when we put it over. Oops, I'm getting to see ink all over the place. But isn't that lovely? It's kind of a grungy, canvasy color. All right, so let me go ahead and ink it up again, and we'll do the other half of the bag. And let me cover this so I don't make a mess. All right, so I'm just going to cover right over that, and I'm going to try to put this part right where the major grunge part is so that I can cover it over. All right, and that kind of hides it. I'm going to go on with it though. Let's go ahead and score the rest of our bag. So on the 6-inch side, we scored it at the 1.5" and the 6-inch, and that's where the body of the bag is going to show. Now turn it to the 10.5-inch side, and we're going to score at 3 inches, 5 inches. Let me pull my arm out. 8 inches, and 10 inches. Okay, so with the 1.5" side up, our cuff side that we stamped, and the 2-inch side down, which will be the bottom of the bag, go ahead and cut off that 1/2 inch by 2-inch rectangle and that 1/2 inch by 1.5" rectangle. Now go ahead and fold and burnish your score lines. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fold our cuff over now, and I'll run some of the Tombow Extreme because I want to burnish it down and really get it to stick. And isn't that beautiful? Just the old grungy against the beautiful bright flowers. All right, run it over and let it stick. And then what I'm going to do is to reinforce our fold lines now that I've stuck the cuff over. Okay. All right, so now we'll get the bottom ready, and it's just going to be a standard box or bag cut up on the rectangular side and slightly notched into the square side because that makes it easier to put together. Okay. All right, so put some adhesive, strong adhesive, along your 1/2 inch tab. Go ahead and fold it and line up the cuff nicely. Okay. Now let's see, where's my seam is well hidden. Okay. Oh, that's my seam back there. All right, so that's the back. It'll go down first. So put the back one down first. That kind of gives me some spacing. Use a bit of glue. Oh, now these we're going to overlap a little bit, so I'm just going to trim off a little on both sides, just so they don't overlap and add some bulk. All right, so I'll put those down, pull that one up. And that gives us a cute little box, box. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and just pinch these in and go down a little ways. I don't have my lip balm or lozenges yet, so I'm not going to put those in. But what I am going to do is, because I want it to look grungy and distressed, I'll go ahead and get my sponge and some of the over coffee again and distress all the edges. And I should have distressed this edge before I turned it down, but I forgot to do that. So you might want to do that if you like that distressed look. All right, so there's our bag. I'll keep that around because I have a few more things to distress. So let me show you this one again. And what I did is I have that tag with the flamingo on it. And that tag is 4.5 inches long by 1 3/4 inches wide. And I went ahead and made one so you didn't have to watch me do that. I folded it from one end. At 1/2 inch I scored it, folded it and burnished it, and I'll tuck that over the top of the bag. And what I did was when I inked him up, I put him on the stamp and inked him up, and then I took my black marker and just covered over the beak so the beak would come out in black. But for that, I'll just go ahead and tuck that over here. And then what I did for this is I stamped an image and I punched it out with a circle, and this happened to be with an old 2 by 1 3/8 inch oval punch by Stampin' Up. I stamped a flower on the bottom and punched a 1/16 of an inch hole in it. And then I stamped and cut out by hand a couple of those fronds. And what I did is I used a 1/8 of an inch punch, and I kind of nibbled away just at the base of both of those leaves so I could then tie it with the linen thread and tie it in a knot and then pull it up through. All right, now as you see, I already pulled one out. I already pulled one through the top, and what I'm going to do is actually clip it to my binder clip. And I snugged it around one side of my binder clip, pulled it tight, and then I just tied it in a bow. Okay, to make sure it stayed right where I wanted to, I added a glue dot underneath it. And as you can see, I already grunged all these things up because I wanted to have the grungy look. Kind of reminds me of like thatched huts and worn, timeless, tropical areas. All right, so let me go ahead and tie that bow. Okay, one more thing that I did to my little flamingo was I actually stamped a sentiment, but because this is going to a guy, I didn't really want it to say "Hello, gorgeous." So what I did was I took my sentiment and I've got a Post-it note and I covered over the bottom of my sentiment. Now these are really tight, so I actually tucked in the Post-it note right where the bottom of some of the letters on hello was, because that's what I want to stamp is the hello. And let me go ahead and do that one in the purple. Ink it up. I think I need to re-ink, but this ink is actually very saturated. Pull that off and stamp it where I want it. Oops, I'm stuck on something. There it is. Oh, and I have people ask me where I get this round stamping block, and it actually fits really nicely for a lot of the stamps, and I get that at Catherine Pooler as well. All right, so let's put it together. Go ahead and fill your bag up. We'll pinch that together. We'll tuck this 1/2 inch down right here, and you can go ahead and put a little glue on it to stick it down there, and then I have it to the left of the front of the bag. All right, so I'll stand it up and we'll just clip our binder clip over. And there we go. Move it over a little bit. There you go. You have the hello and you have the I'll stand by you, and it makes a very cute bag and a nice old time-worn tropical look. So I hope you enjoyed the project. Certainly you can make it with whatever you have. I just wanted to preview this set because I thought it was so fun. I'll leave the links below in the description, as well as a 10% off link if you wish to purchase things there. For more information, go to rejoiceandcreate.com. And as always, until we meet again, I hope your days are blessed. Bye!